This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. It is Radical Riddimz, your girl Princess Playa. You are listening to SPRLIVEFM.com. Radical Riddimz, I'm here live and in living color. If you want to tune in, come right into Streaming Praise Radio, our YouTube channel, and you can see me and my cuteness on the screen. Yes, we're going to have an awesome time from now until 5 p.m. playing some great gospel music, some Radical Riddimz, a taste of the Caribbean with a little bit of afrobeat. Yes, a little bit of afrobeat right here on SPRLIVEFM.com. And of course, we're going to talk a little things. Want to say Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy 2022. How was your first week? How was your first week, week number 1 of 2022? What new things have you done? What have you looked into? What has changed? Has anything changed? Has anything happened to you? You know, we're going to get into some stuff, but first we want to get right into the music. Yes, we do. We're going to hear from Minister Taff, Chardin Myers, Canadian gospel artist, another Canadian gospel artist, Tashara, and Sterling Roberts, right here on SPRLIVEFM.com.
As you see where me look back for my life, I where me they know. Oh, me finna praise God. When I fi praise God, yeah. I go praise my God. 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 Me not stop praise my God. Whether me joyful or me feel sad, you not like that on your business. You see me life, you want God fix things. Or me fi ever stop praise him. Any other king, you know them a faking. Father God, you want him rule me life. Fix it up and take me life out of strife. I go praise my God. 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 Now me in a better place right now. Nah, do no wrong so you can hear no pow-pow. Mind clear and me really focus. The blood of Jesus pang coronavirus. Mind clear and me really focus. The blood of Jesus pang coronavirus. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. That me tell me flesh because him gone to the dust. I go praise my God. 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 Every day. I go praise my God. I go praise my God. I go praise my God. Yeah, man. You know me can't stop praising my God. Can't stop praising God. From one pair of chairs to plenty. I miss the homeless. Never boast it. Every day you provide God. Big up God. Yes, we big you up God. Yeah. All the time. I minister time. Shaku, 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 shaku.
Hallelujah. We thank you for being an awesome God. You're so worthy, you're so matchless, you're so loyal. So we come here today to lift you up and give you all the glory. We thank you, God. You brought the sunshine in my life. And when my days were so cloudy, yeah, you made a way when there's no way. That's why I love you, God. Say you brought the sunshine, yeah. When my you say. He's the only way. My Father is the King. Boy, walking light, walking victory, starting light, walking authority. Say, walking light, walking victory, yeah, starting light, boy, walking authority, walking light, hey, walking victory, boy, starting light, walking authority, walking light, walking victory, say, starting light, walking authority. So when you see me, there's no stop me, just know that he's got me. He's always protecting me. He keeps covering me. Why? Don't you bash on me with negative thoughts. My Father is the King. I walk in victory, no matter what you say. He's the only way. My Father is the King. I walk in victory. Don't you bash on me with negative thoughts. My Father is the King. I walk in victory, no matter what you say. He's the only way. My Father is the King. I walk in victory. Don't you bash on me with negative thoughts. My Father is the King. I walk in victory, no matter what you say. He's the only way. My Father is the Tashara. Yeah. That journey.
Remember what you said that you wanted. Remember what you said when you started. If you give up now, you'll never have it. You may be closer than you think. It's a process. Have a little faith, share a little love, give a little more. You can't give up right now. Have a little faith, share a little love, give a little more. You can't give up right now. You can't give up right now. You can't give up right now. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Remember what you heard from the Master. Remember that the path feels correct. Yeah, if you give up now, you'll never have it. You may be closer than you think. It's a process. Have a little faith, share a little love, give a little more. You can't give up right now. Have a little faith, share a little love, give a little more. You can't give up right now. You can't give up right now. You can't give up right now. Right now you can't go on any longer. And this stress just a pile and I wonder how long will it go on like this? No, that time has made you any stronger. And in the some days you feel you go under, and you feel like you just quit. Let me tell you now, one day, it won't be like this. No, one day, ooh. No, you just can't quit. No, one day, ooh. Do you believe what the Lord say? Take it just a one day. Take it just a one day. Everything's gonna be alright. 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 Troubles, they won't last always. Someday will fade away to see a brighter day. Troubles, they won't last always. Someday will fade away to see a brighter day.
Call the assembly.
SRM. You wanna write a song? Get a notepad and a pen. If you are not the same, why can't I see the change? You know the words I say. To love me is to obey. Jesus, tell me write this down. Worship that you won't come from my life. It's my submission to him is all honor. So this is my response. Lord, Lord, anything they want, anything I ask, this is my total worship. Lord, anything they want, anything I ask, this is my total worship. So remember when you did rapping sin, and I came far your whole life as a sacrifice. I gave up mine to pay the fine for your whole life. I paid in full as an example of how you should live before me. But you're holding back, you keep giving part, but not your whole heart will come before me. But I have a standard. Don't you know that I am God? You want all of me, but everything you giving me back is partial. Son, I have a standard. Don't you know that I am God? You want all of me, but everything you giving me back is partial. Jesus, tell me write this down. The worship that he wants come from my life is my submission to him is all undone. This is my response. Lord, anything they are, anything else, this is my total worship. Lord, anything you are, Lord, anything they are, anything else, this is my total worship. You will receive the glory. Like you forget, you live in sin, and I came for your whole life as a sacrifice. I gave up mine to pay the fine for your whole life. I paid it full as an example of how you should live before me. But you're holding back, holding back. But I am a standard. Don't you know that I am God? You want all of me, but everything you giving me back is partial. Son, I am a standard. Don't you know that I am God? You want all of me, but nothing that you give is substantial. What else I only do to let you know me want all of you. You want live on Blessing Street, but you now want pass but no Obedience Avenue. Jealous God now mix me up like a calendar. So show me you love me by the way you obey me. Total surrender, me want that on the daily. And if you wasn't sure before, I not if but a baby. So me make it clear like a HD. Jesus, tell me right this down. The worship that he wants come from my life is my submission to him is all I am. So here it is. Not anything that you want, anything else. This is my total worship. Lord, anything you want, anything you want from me, anything else. This is my total worship. Anything you want from me. You will receive the glory.
Coming to you live 24 hours, 7 days a week. You are listening to Streaming Praise Radio, first internet Christian broadcasting station operating in Toronto, Canada. You are listening to Streaming Praise Radio.
You're listening to Streaming Praise Radio, SPRLIVEFM.com. Your girl Princess Playa up in the house, his house, right here. For Radical Riddimz, giving you a taste of the Caribbean with a little bit of Afrobeat. And I am live on YouTube. If you don't know, now you know. You can check out our YouTube channel, Streaming Praise Radio, and you will see my face in your face all over the place. Trying to do a thing. Shout out to those, my Radical Riddimers or Radicalites. Sister Faye, Happy New Year to you. Brotha Benji, Happy New Year. Hopefully we'll see you next week or the week after. Sister Shireen, Happy New Year. All those that are just watching and not typing in or coming in the chat, Happy New Year to you all. What are you guys saying in the chat? Good afternoon. Happy 20 and 22. 20 and 22. That's Brotha Benji. Yes, blessed New Year. How was your first week? How was your first 2022? What's going on? What have you been up to? What have you been doing? How has this first week treated you? I know right here in Ontario, in the Toronto area, we have sorry, I need to center myself. We have we're still in restriction mode. We found out just a couple days before that children are not going back to school for the next 2 weeks because of Omicron. Oh, gosh. Because of the variant, the blinking variant. Because it's widespread and it's going all over the place. So they've shut down schools for 2 weeks for now, at least 2 weeks. They've also shut down indoor dining. They've shut down indoor dining, home maximums, whatever they call it. They've shut down, I think, cinemas, gyms. They've shut down. So we've gone into restriction mode again here, while other people are still living life. I'm so over it, people. I am so over it. I am over it. It's so frustrating to go, up and down. And you know what? There are some businesses that said, forget this. I am not going to close. I'm going to continue. And these are businesses that have complied the whole entire time. And they just said, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I really can't. I really cannot, because it's the back and forth, especially with the gyms, because they have to change their protocols all the time. And a lot of the gyms are saying, can we just reduce the capacity then, instead of just totally shutting down? Because what's going to happen is people are just going to give up their membership. So some places sent out memos to their members and said, look, we're not closing. Uno come. We're not business. Uno come. Doors are, as for me and my gym, we will stay open. That's what's going on right now. And I mean, it is understandable, because I mean, for those of you who do not live in Ontario or Canada, the back and forth. Quebec right now is dealing with curfews. They're dealing with some twisted ways of doing things. It's amazing right now. It's amazing. It's just, you just have to sit in awe that they're actually getting away with these things. But there's protests that are going on, and protests that are continuing and growing. So, Brother Claremont says 2 weeks. Saddam said, look out for the addition of weeks. Yeah, I believe that there's going to be an addition of weeks. I do. A part of me doesn't, because of the fact that they stopped testing. They said that they're going to stop testing asymptomatic individuals. So if you were in contact with somebody who has COVID and you don't have any symptoms, they're just telling you to isolate and watch if symptoms develop. They're not testing you anymore. If you have a positive antigen test, a rapid test, and you have no symptoms, they're still not testing you. And they're not counting that positive antigen test, so you know. So the count is going to go down. And with the count going down, they're going to think that, okay, there's not much of a threat. So they're manipulating the situation. That's how I look at it. It is a type of manipulation of the situation. And I've always asked the question, how many of those numbers from last year that they've collected all throughout the world, how many of them are asymptomatic? How many of them are repeater numbers? How many of them are double on one individual because, they didn't believe that they were actually positive? You know what I mean? These are the factors that you need to look into when you are doing tests, because many people test more than once. They go separate places to test because they want know for sure. They don't believe that it came out positive. How many of them were positive? They got the positive test, but then when they checked the second time, it was negative. These are the things that I've asked the question about, and they can't give no answer because they're not transparent. So it's whatever. Johnny Watts, I see you. Blessings to you. Happy New Year to you. We're just talking, and I just want to get all this jab talk out of the way so we don't have to get back to it. I heard that in Bosnia, there was a lawyer in Bosnia that was successful. I want to see if I can pull it up. the Bosnian lawyer was successful in defeating the government's mandate for the jab passport. So they will be doing away with the jab pass. So if you have, just like here where you have to use a pass in order to get into restaurants and all that stuff, he's been able to fight the government and win. So they're getting rid of the jab pass. I mean, kudos to you, because right now we're living in a two-tier society and it's not right at all. It's not right. And they're still blaming us. They're still blaming us. We can't go to the cinema. We can't go and sit in restaurants. We can't go to the gym. And they're still blaming us, say we are infect the jab people them. Like, seriously, people? Sister Shireen, what are you saying? Oh, my week. You're talking about your week. Let's see. My week started amazing. A guy came to my door seeing if I could help him get in touch with his doctor. I tried, but the doctor's phone messaging was full. Then I asked him if I could pray for him, and he said yes. I prayed for him and ended up telling him how much God loves him and told him that he could accept Jesus into his life. He was so grateful. What? That's an amazing story. Just a man come to your door just stranger come to your door asking you to help him get in touch with his doctor. Wow. That is amazing that God would use you like that. That's amazing. That's a great start to your week, man. That's so encouraging. You know, and these are the things people are looking for help from doctor, and see, Emma try get to the doctor and can't get to the doctor. So what is the next best thing? What is the number one best thing? No, Jesus Christ? Yes. So you pointed him to Jesus Christ, planted that seed, and you know, who knows what is going to happen in his life, but his life was touched and he was receptive, and that's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you for sharing that in your first week, for your first week happenings, Sister Shireen. I love that. Yeah, man. Anybody else have something awesome? I mean, you don't have to top that. It doesn't have to be like that. If you feel like, well, I'm not going to share anymore because I can't top that. It's not about topping. It's just sharing what your first week was like. Man, I'm telling you, my first week, okay, let me share. What was my first week like? My first week was quiet. I mean, my first week was quiet. I can't really say anything about my first week yet because nothing happened with my first week yet. I'll deal with my first month. I'll wait till the month is over and then say, okay, this is what looks like is happening for this year. That's what I'll say. That's where I'll go, because my first week, you know, not much is going on, but I have been looking online. You know, of course, I keep up to date. I'm that person. I keep up to date with what's going on around me. You know, you see, I'm talking about, you know, what's happening around the world, with other countries with regards to this whole, you know, jab and COVID and all this stuff and the virus and variants and everything. And it affects us, you know, but we got to maintain a level head. There was something that came out, and I think I'm going to be done with it. Well, two things. I haven't looked into it, but a new variant called IHU in France. People, may I tell you, they might come up with different variant. I'm just going to leave that alone. You know, it's just going to keep going, because that's how viruses are. They grow into different variants. That's just how it is. But this is one thing that I do want to share with people that was shut down last year. It was shut down. With regard to the jab people being double jabbed, they said that it was affecting women's menstruation, their period cycle. Even those people that came in contact with people who have been jabbed, it's affecting them. And this was something that was talked about from last year, but people shut it down. You know, Instagram was shutting it down. People were making fun and saying, no, this is just trying to scare people, but they're trying to inform people and telling them there are women that have gone through this. So there is an Instagram called 6Buzz TV, and I follow it. They post some crazy stuff sometimes, some stupid stuff, but some stuff, a lot of it has to do with Toronto. And they posted about this. Now I think it is Toronto. Who is it? Where is it? I have to find it. I think it's Ontario or Canada has now, or public health has now said that it's starting to affect women's menstruation. Now they're coming out and saying it. Well, guess what? I commented and I said, well, this is something that has been said last year and people have been shut down. I commented that, and I had a few women comment to me and tell me that they've personally have changes in their menstruation. They personally have gone from the regular, 4 to 7 days to 30 days. 30 days. Some have experienced different kind of things other than flow and all that, but one of them went to the doctor and their doctor dismissed it. Didn't listen to what they had to say when they said they know it has to do with the jab. This person is fully jabbed. Then you have the Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford. His daughter, Krista Ford, is totally against everything. She put in her stories on Instagram about that same thing. She shared it about the jab affecting women's menstruation. And she had, must be hundreds of people responding to her in her inbox and sharing their experiences. This thing is real, guys. And this jab is only 1 year old into giving it to the masses, putting it out there. There are, I'm telling you, if you have been fully jabbed, watch what your body is doing. Notice the changes. Notice the changes. It is important that you notice the changes happening in your body, and don't let no doctor tell you different. Don't let them tell you any different, that it's in your head or that it's not the jab. You know your body, especially women and their cycle. We know our body. We know it, okay? So other than the menstruation, it affects other areas of the body. There are other injuries that people are experiencing that are commonplace. I forget there's a M1 and I never know how to pronounce it, but that is a common side effect injury to this thing. So be on the lookout for those that are contemplating still taking it, and those who have taken it. Be very prayerful. Be very prayerful after and during, okay? Be very prayerful. I had to tell a friend of mine that. Let me see what Brother Claremont is doing, because I see people saying, seriously, Brother Claremont, did you hear of the Claremont variant? It a come and it is more infectious and it makes you laugh and keep laughing. Oh my gosh, seriously? Seriously, Mr. CEO, seriously? But that's how ridiculous these things are. I'm telling you. They even said that there's a variant that combines Omicron and Delta. What in the world? Seriously? They're just make up things now. I believe they're just making up things. Anyways, let's get back into the music. You are listening to SPRLIVEFM.com. It's your girl, Princess Playa, with the Radical Riddimz, giving you a taste of the Caribbean with a little bit of Afrobeat. And we're going to hear some Afrobeat right now with Sons of Thunder, Blessing Upon Blessing, Blessing Upon Blessing, right here, SPRLIVEFM.com.
Yeah. No. From London to Ghana, from Ghana to the world. Sons from the UK.
On the beat.
Hey, what's up? What's that? Well, alright then. From the first day we born, I was destined to walk in our blessings, and I know that we come. So we walk in a one direction. God overall, He make a big man come down small. He make a small man rise up tall. So all I can say, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Hey, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Hey, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me. Hey, blessings upon blessings, blessings all over me.
Blessings more than silver and gold.
And I say, look, my soul, telling me the blessings. Like a river flow, it a follow everywhere we go. Telling me the blessings. No levels we setting. London to Ghana we repping. Telling me the blessings. That keeps on rising, keeps on rising. Blessings upon blessings. Blessings all over me. Hey. Blessings upon blessings. Blessings all over me. Hey. Blessings upon blessings. Blessings all over me. Hey. Blessings upon blessings. Blessings all over me. For blessings. Let it follow me. Eja ushirano. Let it follow me. I have God Almighty, so the devil can't try me. Mighty blessings upon me. I'm a miss to my soul be okay. Blessings upon blessings. Blessings all over me. Hey. Blessings upon blessings. Blessings all over me. Hey. Blessings upon blessings. Blessings all over me. Hey. Blessings upon blessings. Blessings all over. Back to the front of the, from the ground to the top of the. God's blessings all over me. And I know God's watching over me. Daytime, nighttime, shower me. Nation to nation, shine on me. Blessings are come, inspire me. And we are to the world with no apology. Blessings upon blessings. Blessings all over me. Hey. Blessings upon blessings. Blessings all over me. Hey. Blessings upon blessings. Blessings all over me. Hey. Blessings upon blessings. Blessings all over me.
When God declares a thing, no man can stop it. When God has already counted you in, no man can ever count you out. Alright?
Don't you count me out. My Jesus never fails me. The souls were rolled away. No power on earth could make him stay. Yeah. And when they pierce his side, peace and joy still abides. And deep within was the blood that took our sin. Sing holy rock of ages, rock of ages, yeah, yeah. Hide my, let me hide myself from you, Lord. Singing our Father up in heaven, yeah, yeah. Be thy name, Lord, let your will be done, yeah. So when the storms rage high and stormy winds begin to blow, he is a solid rock. He is the rock on which I stand. Yes, he is. So cast your burdens. Jehovah will sustain you. He will never, never suffer the righteous to be moved. Sing holy rock of ages, rock of ages. Oh, hide my, hey, let me hide myself in you, Lord.
na na na. God, oh God, you're always faithful. Yeah. I remember the rough times. How can I forget the tough times? I wanted to quit so much times. When I was feeling lonely, depression and nearly drowned me. But Lord, you came and you found me. And you never left me. You did not desert me. Time and time again, you rescued me. You kept watching over me. You wrapped your arms around me. Though I did deserve your grace and mercy, Lord, you never failed me yet. Oh God, you never failed me yet. Lord, you never failed me yet. Oh God, you never failed me yet. Battling temptation, almost destroyed by Satan. But Father, you had a next plan. When I was unstable, to keep me you were able. Lord, you showed you are faithful. And you never left me. You did not desert me. Time and time again, you rescued me. You kept watching over me. You wrapped your arms around me. Though I did deserve your grace and mercy, Lord, you never failed me yet. Oh God, you never failed me yet. Lord, you never failed me yet. Oh God, you never failed me yet. You never ever, never ever ever. You never ever, never ever fail me. You never ever, never ever fail me yet. No, you never ever, never ever. You never ever, never ever fail me. You never ever, never ever fail me yet. You never left me. You did not desert me. Time and time again, you rescued me. You kept watching over me. You wrapped your arms around me. Though I did deserve your grace and mercy, Lord, you never failed me yet. Oh God, you never failed me yet. Lord, you never failed me yet. Oh God, you never failed me yet. Lord, you never failed me yet. Oh God, you never failed me yet. Lord, you never failed me yet. Oh God, you never failed me yet. Oh na na na.
Mr. Praise come to tell them again. Mr. Praise come to tell them. Mark it, chop. Everybody feel walk with a praise. Everybody feel rock with a praise. Everybody feel jump with a praise. Praise, 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 chop, chop. Everybody feel walk with a praise. Everybody feel rock with a praise. Everybody feel jump with a praise. Praise, 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 chop. I coulda sat them on in praise. Or I on them on in praise. Young and Wolfie have a praise. Every Sophie have a praise. Choke a runner, walk with your praise. Lose a job, walk with your praise. Feel stress and depressed, walk with your praise. Speak life over death, send up the praise. Chop. Everybody feel walk with a praise. Everybody feel rock with a praise. Everybody feel jump with a praise. Praise, praise, praise. Chop. Everybody feel walk with a praise. Everybody feel rock with a praise. Everybody feel jump with a praise. Praise, praise, praise. In a prayer meeting, walk with a praise. Financial meltdown. Government affairs, frustration, get enough. Everybody full of fear. Long time praise, I tell them. Come with your praise. When the praise is gone, blessing we come down. Come down, God blessing, come down. A prayer a day, keep the devil out there. King Jehovah, man, go him and get all the praise. So, Canada praise, England praise, Europe praise, Africa praise, Chile praise, US praise, Cayman praise, Diana praise, Belize praise, Belgian praise, Vinci praise, Montserrat praise, Lotion praise. Everybody know, Yarna style, Jamaica praise. Everybody feel walk with a praise. Everybody feel rock with a praise. Everybody feel jump with a praise. Praise, praise, praise. Sure. Everybody feel walk with a praise. Everybody feel rock with a praise. Everybody feel jump with a praise. Praise, praise, praise. Sure.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can enjoy an inspirational word, commentary, special interviews, and a whole lot of gospel music from Streaming Praise Radio, SPR Live.
In the last decade, Hollywood has witnessed the emergence of a few black stars who attract large audiences, black and white alike. It is possible for an important star like Sidney Poitier to be seen as an actor, rather than as a black actor.
You're implying that there was something wrong by not being nominated.
Well, there seems to be a lot of talk in the industry. Apparently no one has really heard from you. What are your feelings about that?
I was rather delighted not to have to sit in that auditorium tonight and wind up one of the four losers.
Outside of Hollywood, it's a different matter. Sidney Poitier's professional work is too often forgotten. The questions are too sharply focused. He is simply black. Mr. Poitier is not one to let this go unchallenged.
How close has my association been in the past with Dr. King? For some years now, I've worked raising funds for Dr. King because I believe still very strongly in his non-violent philosophy.
What do you feel Rap Brown's purpose is now?
I figured that question would come. I am not familiar with all of Mr. Brown's methods, except that Mr. Brown suggests violence. Well, I am, as by definition, in opposition to violence, particularly violence for violence sake.
Do you think the urban riots have affected it, though?
I would say that the urban riots have had effects in every corner of the country and in every arena of life.
Do you feel he's creating?
I would like to ask you a question. Why is it that you guys are hounds for bad news? Why is it that, it seems to me that at this moment, this day, you could ask me many questions about many positive and wonderful things that are happening in this country. But we gather here to pay court to sensationalism. We gather here to pay court to negativism. You guys have a job to do. I'm a relatively intelligent man. There are many aspects to my personality that you can explore, I think, very constructively. But you sit here and ask me such one-dimensional questions about a very tiny area of our lives. You ask me questions that fall continually within the Negro-ness of my life. You ask me questions that pertain to the narrow scope of the summer riots. I am artist, man, American, contemporary. I am an awful lot of things, so I wish you would pay me the respect due and not simply ask me about those things.
That, of course, is the voice of Sidney Poitier, the legend, the icon, the trailblazer, full of class, grace. You heard him just now. You heard him just now. He, unfortunately, at 94 years old, years young, passed away January 6th. And up until now, I'm sure for the rest of the week, a lot of people are going to be talking about Sidney Poitier and giving sharing their stories, sharing their experiences, and giving their tributes. Sidney Poitier was born in Miami, Florida, to Bahamian parents. Grew up in Bahamas. He is both considered American and Bahamian. He is the ambassador for the Bahamas to Japan, or was from 1997 to 2007, and from 2002 to 2007 he was ambassador to the UNESCO on behalf of the Bahamas. I know that he has a house in Bahamas. I know, I've seen it. And he has been, as you can hear him speaking, he was not afraid to speak up, not afraid to talk. You know, and as you guys, those my radicalites, my radical Riddimers, you can share with me your favorite Sidney Poitier movie. I know my mother's is To Sir with Love. Many people, that is the most popular movie. He was the first Black person and first Bahamian to win the Oscar, an Academy Award for Best Actor for Lily's, I forget the title now. I'm gonna get it just now. Lilies of the Field in 1963. He's won various awards. He's been in so many. He's an actor, producer. I mean, he was director. He directed movies that he was in as well with Bill Cosby and Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor and all those, you know, comedy movies and serious movies. He's, I believe he has directed 9 movies. So not only is a good actor, but director as well. And long life, to be able to see 90 plus years is indeed a blessing. To be able to see, you know, over 75 years is a blessing. But when you get into 90, especially in this era, because you're talking about 1920 or 1920s to now. A lot has changed in radio, TV, the phone, cell phones. You had walkie-talkie. People don't need no walkie-talkie when they have cell phone. You're talking video calling, all these things. So much have changed. Even racism, how racism is dealt with, the progression of Black people, you know, the mentality back then versus the mentality now of Black people. You know, you could see even in that conversation, I shared that interview that he had, because it still showed the narrow-mindedness. And even today, some Black actors experience it where they're asked about their Blackness instead of asking about them as a person. And Sidney Poitier had a lot to offer. He said he's an intelligent person. He has a lot of conversation to offer, a lot of insight on many different things that he could have, you know, brought forth. And I'm sure, you know, he's been awarded some presidential awards. I know that he was at the Kennedy Honors, received that. And, you know, so, and I mean, in the Bahamas, they respect that man like nobody's business, because although he was born in the States, he really respects his Bahamian roots. And, you know, to see a man of his stature, in that, a Black man, a Black Caribbean man, Black Bahamian man, a Black man of class and respect, even how he spoke, you know, even how he presented himself with style and grace, representing, that's what I call a man that can represent. I love that. And, you know, at a time when, you know, during this time of where the focus, ever since George Floyd, there's a lot of focus on the racism and social injustice when it comes to racism, systemic racism and all of that. And, you know, when people of Sidney Poitier's stature pass, people tend to look back on their interviews and look back at what they did, look back at how they accomplished. And as my friend had put, shout out to my friend Denise, if you're watching, she had put, there would be no Denzel Washington. There would be no Chadwick Boseman. There would be no Richard Pryor. There would be none of these big Will Smith. There would be no big actors like this, Michael B. Jordan, without Sidney Poitier. There would be none. There would be none of those without Sidney Poitier. Sidney Poitier made the way, paved the way, and demanded respect. You could hear that even in that conversation. He demanded respect, and he did it so eloquently. He didn't say y'all a bunch of fools. He didn't even say that. It's like your conversation is one-dimensional. You need to come at me better than that. I have more to offer, man. I have more to offer. Sidney Poitier is it, and by his family and close friends and his colleagues and those that, knew him personally, grew with him in the industry, I know that they will miss him dearly, 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 dearly. His input on the earth has been lost. And thank God we have, video footage and things we can go back to. My one thing, I loved watching him and Bill Cosby work together. I know that they had a falling out back in the 70s. I'm not sure if they were able to come together and rectify it, but I absolutely loved watching Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier work together. And there was that point where, although Sidney Poitier was more, he did comedy stuff, but he was more into the serious movies, classic movies, and Bill Cosby was more into the comedy. They still commanded their areas of expertise. They accomplished different things, and I just loved it. I just loved it. So I'm going into the chat now. I see Sister Shireen says, I love Sidney Poitier movies. I actually just watched him in Raisin in the Sun last year. Yes, Brother Benji says, In the Heat of the Night is my fave. Sister Shireen says, I think my fave would be Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. That was the very first movie I saw of him. Johnny Watt says, they call me Mr. Tibbs. That's his favorite. Oh, my favorite quote was, they call me Mr. Tibbs. Yes. I remember my mom bringing up that name. I'm not familiar with all his movies, to be honest with you. I am not. I know my mom loves To Sir with Love. But I've watched his more, not the serious ones. I've watched the ones with him and Bill Cosby. I don't know the title them. I watched them when I was much younger, probably when they first came out. No, I'm not that old, but when like maybe a couple years after it came out. But I loved watching him and Bill Cosby together. And anytime I saw Sidney Poitier, I more so saw Sidney Poitier like in interviews and doing award shows, and just how he would talk. I was just, him and Diane Carroll are two people that I just loved how they presented themselves. Diane Carroll was, oh my gosh, man, eloquence. It was last year she passed, I believe. And I believe she hit 90, or she was in her late 80s. But another person of grace and just talent. And same with Sidney Poitier, 94 years old, will be missed. Thank you for your legacy. Thank you for what you have brought to the industry, the entertainment world, and given us the movies that you did, given us the mentorship, even watching his movies, as a aspiring actress that I am, even watching some of the ways that he conducts himself, and even knowing the inside, because in oh gosh, what movie is it? In the Heat of the Night, I believe it was, the as they say, the slap heard around the world, where there was a part where the one of the actors came up to it and they were supposed to slap him. And how they wrote it, Sidney Poitier was not supposed to slap him back. And Sidney Poitier said, no man, me for go back this man back. I mean, he didn't say it like that, but he was adamant that he was like, no, I need to do this. This needs to be done. We need to be progressive, And as soon as the man slapped him back on the man. And I mean, it was the slap heard around the world. And that was something that he was able to push the boundaries for the next Sidney Poitier, which would be Denzel Washington, I believe. I believe the next Sidney Poitier was Denzel Washington. he was able to push the boundaries and able to make it easier for the up and coming black actor, you know, to be able to demand change and say, no, we're going to do it this way. No, I want to do it that way. No, you know, so these are the little things that are coming out now about these older movies, certain things that happen and how it came to be, how his movie came forward, you know, Colin Powell, I'm pretty sure there's a Sidney Poitier book. I think it's called To Serve With Love, is it not? A biography, autobiography. I need to read those things. I really do, because I believe that we need to learn more about our ancestors, these people that have walked the earth especially during this era, in this area of the world, in this era and this area of the world, and how they were able to overcome. It's definitely inspiring for all of us, and we won't take for granted what they've accomplished and what adversity they had to come against that we don't have to experience today. So rest in peace to, my band is coming off my head. Rest in peace to Sidney Poitier. Thank you so much for your legacy. What people saying? Diane Carroll, she was a great actress too. Yes, she was. Oh, I just love how she spoke. When she spoke to different people, she had a slight rasp with a little bit of an Southern Belle accent, with somewhat of kind of like she was from England a bit when she spoke. If you watch an old video of her on YouTube with Johnny Carson, you will hear her speak with a calm tone, and she sounded very intelligent when she spoke. I'm trying to sound like Diane Carroll. That's Maya Diane Carroll, how I'm talking right now. I just love how she spoke, and she was very articulate in the way that she spoke, and when she said certain words, she would make sure she said it properly when she spoke to people. And she was very alluring. Is that the word? You're just captivated and taken in, you know, by how she spoke. Oh my gosh, I love it. There's a certain way how people talk. If you go back to interviews, even looking at like, people who are alive today that spoke back then, like how Whitney Houston spoke before she passed and how she spoke back in the 80s, it was different. They had a different way of talking. If you look in the 70s, 60s, it started to change in the late 80s, 90s. People started to talk more laid back and like everyday way of talking. They didn't talk with almost like they were English, almost like they were talking very eloquent and presenting themselves. I really love that way of talking when I hear them that interview back then. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, let me stop talking and get back into some music here, okay? We're gonna get back. You are listening to SPRLIVEFM.com. Your girl Princess Playa, right here for Radical Riddimz, giving you a taste of the Caribbean with a little bit of afrobeat. We're gonna hear from Adrian Cunningham. He's worthy of my praise right here.
I wanna spend some time giving God the glory. Spend some time giving God the praise. I wanna spend some time giving God the glory. He's worthy of my praise. I wanna spend some time giving God the glory. Spend some time giving God the praise. I wanna spend some time giving God the glory. He's worthy of my praise. Keep me right, Lord. Keep me right. Keep me right, Lord. Keep me right. In the morning when I wake up, in the night when I go to sleep. Keep me right, Lord. Keep me right. Hold my hands, Lord. Hold my hands. Hold my hands, Lord. Hold my hands. In the morning
till he fix me right. Fix me, Jesus, you know how. I'm out there on your word. I'm out there on your word. I'm out there on your word. If I should die on the battlefield.
Father, I believe you will take us through for a walk by faith and not by sight.
Faith. Yeah. What is faith? You're trusting in God, believing in God. I have faith that. What is faith? You're trusting in God, believing in God. I have faith that. That is faith.
I feel that.
That is faith. That is faith. That is faith. Faith, faith, faith.
Connect on the faith line, the faith line, the faith line sister. Like off of the doubt line, the doubt line, the doubt line brother. We not give up, moving on. Faith to your hammer, put it on, drive more off the leg. Rise again, got you do it already, you will do it again. Church meeting, I go on in the street again. Prayer service start at 6 again. Faith on, get this seat again. By faith are we walking, yeah. By faith are we talking, yeah. By faith are we chanting, yeah. And no compromising, yeah. And that the anointing.
What is faith? You're trusting in God, believing in God. I have faith that.
That's a faith.
What is faith? You're trusting in God, believing in God. I have faith that. That is faith. That is faith. That is faith. That is faith. Faith. Lord, I will not run. I will not move until you tell me what to do. With all of my heart and all of my soul, I'm forever committed unto you.
No begging to walk without fear. No begging to talk without fear. No telling you laugh without fear. So how you begging to run without fear? By faith me I walk with every step. Christ died for my sins, me now forget. Not sell for my soul for buy no crap. Rather work in a sun until me sweat.
What is faith? You're trusting in God, believing in God. I have faith that. What is faith? You're trusting in God, believing in God. I have faith that. That is faith. That is faith. That is faith. That is faith. Faith, faith. Trust in no other, believe in no other. It's you and me for life. So I'm being straight up, lifting my plate up. It's you and me for life. For life. For life.
Forever.
For life.
Faith without work is dead. Believe it and you'll achieve it. As small as a mustard seed, you'll be able to move a mountain. Tell them, Kevin.
What is faith? You're trusting in God, believing in God. I have faith that. What is faith? You're trusting in God, believing in God. I have faith that. That is faith. That is faith. That is faith. That is faith. Faith, faith, faith.
Jerusalem, 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 Jerusalem.
Jerusalem is my home. Guard me, walk with me. Do not leave me here. Jerusalem is my home. Guide me, walk with me. Do not leave me here. My place is not here. My place is not here. My kingdom's not here. My kingdom's not here. Guide me, walk with me. My place is not here. My place is not here. My kingdom's not here. My kingdom's not here. Guide me, walk with me. Guide
Jerusalem, ikayalami, gilondoloze, uhambenami, zunangishilana. Dawayami, ayikolana, usawami, awukolana, gilondoloze.
Jerusalem is my home. Guide me, walk with me, do not leave me here. My place is not here. My place is not here. My kingdom's not here. My kingdom's not here. Guide me. Walk with me. My Savior, yes. Guide me. Guide me. Jesus, yes. Guide me. Do not leave me here. Hey, hey, let me go.
coming to you live 24 hours, 7 days a week. You're listening to Streaming Praise Radio, first internet Christian broadcasting station operating in Toronto, Canada. You are listening to Streaming Praise Radio.
Hi, this is Pastor Tony Paul. I would like to invite you to partner with us here at SPR Live FM financially. We are not a government-supported station. All of our funding is listener-supported or through advertising. At this time, we do need your support as God leads you. You can contact SPR Live FM directly by emailing us at info@streamingpraiseradio.com or scroll down to the bottom of the homepage of our website. That's www.sprlivefm.com and click on the donate button and it will guide you through. May God bless you and thank you for your support.
You're listening to SPRLiveFM.com. This is the Radical Riddimz, where we play a taste of the Caribbean with a little bit of Afrobeat. And right there, that was a little bit of chutney you heard. That was from Neolet Blackman. Gao, chutney. I saw that word chutney and I said, I'm gonna play this because I love a chutney. I love Indian stuff. So yeah, I played that. I like that song. You're gonna hear it again. Trust me, you're going to hear that song again. We heard from Nigel Lewis, Randy Rose, and Adrian Cunningham right here, SPRLiveFM.com. Big up to my Radical Riddimers, my Radicalites in the chat. If you were tuning in, listening on radio, SPRLiveFM.com, you can also watch us on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. Oh, I see 4 likes already. That's good. Keep it up. Our YouTube channel is Streaming Praise Radio. That's Streaming Praise Radio. These people making fun of me because I was dancing and I have this way I can move my head from side to side and looking like, you know, them Indian people. I know people are going to say that's racist. It's not. It's the dance. It's how they have their heads. You know how they move their heads when they're dancing. You know, that's what I was doing. Let's say Sister Faye says, "That your roots." Princess Playa. Claremont Princess Playa. Now you need to unscrew the light bulb. What? Then go to hit down the barrel with the hips. Brotha Benji says you brought in some Bollywood. Yeah, I tried to, you know. I'm gonna try and get some more chutney. I have to get some chutney from DJ Analyst. DJ Analyst has some serious gospel chutney music. I heard it one time. It was one Friday on Save Zone when he just went off. He played everything from country to chutney. Okay? From country to chutney. I was like, what is going on today? Oh my God. Hati Mir Sati. Do we have that in the database? I'll look it up and see if we have it. I'll fling it into the next set if we have it in the database. But yeah, and speaking of DJ Analyst, this Friday, January 14th, he is having his anniversary. It is this Friday, right? Yeah, this Friday. His second anniversary of the Save Zone. You don't want to miss that. Save Zone starts at 8 p.m. sharp. And he will be spinning on the ones and twos like how he do every Friday. And this is a special Friday, second anniversary of the Saved Zone. You do not want to miss that. And of course, after this show, actually 7 p.m. tonight, not right after this show, but 7 p.m. tonight is Brotha Benji with hands clapping, foot stomping. You want to stay locked and loaded and connected, continues connected for that as well. I wanted to bring up something. Do I have any sports talk? I'm thinking, is there any sports talk? I don't think so. Maybe there is, and I'm just not thinking about it. Or maybe I'll save it for next week. Oh, you know what? There is some sports talk that I haven't been talking about and I should have. Or maybe I did. I don't know. Did I talk about Scottie Pippen's new book? I don't know. I don't think I did. I think I was supposed to save that talk about it with Brotha Benji. I'm going to save it. Me and Brotha Benji can talk about it when he comes in. Hati Mir Sati is an Indian movie you should watch. Okay. Joda Akbar, that's a movie that is right now on, or Joda Akbar. I think that's what it's called. It's on Netflix right now. That movie it's a long movie though. It's like 3 hours, but that has subtitles. There's a song on it that I used to repeat and just listen to. It's so nice. It's a group of men singing, and they have high voices, but they blend their voices. There's harmonies in it, and they're like, you know how they sing like that. But it's just so soothing. I rewind it and I play it back, and I just sit there and I listen to it. And you know, they have their instruments, the different kind of instruments, but oh my God. When I do it, it sounds funny, but when they do it, it sounds cool. So that's a movie that's on Netflix, and they have, you know, Netflix, they have Nollywood movies, which is the Nigerian movies, and they have Ghanaian movies, and they have Bollywood movies, which is the Indian movies, you know, and Hollywood movies, and they have Black Hollywood movies. You know, you can go on Netflix and find all that stuff. Just put Indian movies, yeah. Just put Nigerian movies, African movies, yeah. Some serious African movies. But I digress. So as I had said at the top of the hour, I talked about the restrictions happening in Toronto, but one of the restrictions that I think has not been really looked into is the fact that indoor dining and people can't go to restaurants. It's true, you can't, but if you're not jabbed, I should say, but you can go on the patio, you can eat on the patio. And many of us aren't thinking about the patio. Patio is not even a consideration because it's the dead of winter. And I totally get that, because I don't go and sit on no patio. Like, the first time I actually sat outside and ate in the cold was back in October. And that was outside of a Tim Hortons with a friend of mine. And I couldn't believe that we were sitting outside eating. Me not do that. I don't like the cold. I don't like it. I doesn't like it. But apparently there are restaurants in Toronto that have heated outdoor dining. So that is an option for you people who are unjabbed like myself. You know, you can look into that. They have they serve warm cocktails. I don't know what that is exactly. Cocktail. I thought that was like, it's a cold drink. I didn't know you can have a warm one. But anyways, they said that they have, there's restaurants here. Let me get rid of this. 1830. Oh, I've been there before. How did they have outdoor dining? That place is so small. Holy. How in the world? Anyways, they have outdoor dining, heated outdoor dining. 1830. How in the world? Anyways, it's a restaurant downtown. Fox on John. Actually, I heard this restaurant actually gives you blankets, and they have a cauldron that they put on fire or something like that. Like, not a cauldron, but I forget what they call it. But they have like a semi bonfire type of thing going on where it heats up the whole area. Bonfire. See it there? And there are complimentary blankets and warm cocktails to keep you cozy. Yeah. Then you have Bar Neon. This is all in Toronto. It serves Greek food, blackjack barbecue. They have barbecue fusion. This is downtown again. Heated patio. They have a Mexicana, Chula Taberna Mexicana restaurant. That's on Girard. I'm going to see if there's any place. Oh, Mississauga, Korean restaurant. It's called Miga, M-I-G-A, Miga. That is 2382 Dundas Street, West. So that's really in Mississauga. Aura is on Queen Street, downtown Toronto, and it's global. So I guess it's a mix of stuff. It has a gorgeous heated patio described as a mythical forest. You can dine beneath a canopy of vines overlooking an enchanting mural. So these restaurants are going all out, yo. These restaurants are going all out. I guess with outdoor dining, you can do all kinds of stuff. You know, you can go to a dollar store and get all kind of, leafing and shrubbery and all those things. What's this one saying? A steakhouse, 60. This one's called Harbor 60. It's a steakhouse at 60 Harbor Street. This luxurious winter patio will make you forget your outdoors, complete with art installations and crystal chandeliers. It's the ultimate spot to treat yourself. Miss said these places are going out, So there's places you can go to eat outside, experience something different, and maybe, you know what, let me think before I actually say anything, because I don't like to tell people to do something that I myself won't do. Okay, tell you what, I will try it. I will go to one of those outdoor patio heated restaurants, probably the one that gives you a blanket, probably that one, and eat there and tell you my experience. But you know what? I'm actually interested in the one that has the mythical forest. I'm kind of, but the chairs, I'm looking at the picture and the chairs are like wooden. Nah, my bum's gonna feel cold. Nah. Nah. But if you're into that, if you're into going to restaurants, it's outdoors. There's lots of air circulation when it's outdoors. So it'll be much better to eat, and I'm sure all of you guys want to get out and about. So do that. Toronto, there's other stuff. I was about to say something that I was reading at the same time. I hate when that happens. But there's lots of stuff in Toronto, downtown Toronto, you can do in the winter. I'm sure there's ice sculptures all over the place. There's the distillery area where you can go and, just walk around and take pictures and, all that stuff. And I'm sure there's different outdoor museums. I'm sure because they know that there's a lot of people that, they prefer outdoor events and they want to go outside, and, a lot of people who are unjabbed are being excluded. So this is certain companies' ways of including everybody. So get out, even in your area. If you're not in Ontario, if you're not in Canada, I'm sure you can go to these outdoor patios. No, you don't have to be. And this is something that I knew, but because nobody was really talking about it, I felt, okay, maybe they're excluding unjabbed people from the patios. But no, we're allowed to go on the patio. You're even allowed to walk through the restaurant in order to get to the outdoor patio without showing your pass, your jab pass, right? So, just call ahead of time. I'm sure you'd have to reserve seating. Call ahead of time. Tell them you're unjabbed and you want to be on the patio. Is that okay? And, or just say, is there any jab restrictions? That's all. But I'm pretty sure legally there isn't. There isn't legally. We're allowed to eat on the patio. That's why when after the mandate came in, you saw patios full up, right? But as it got colder, patios started to close. So now people are, doing the heated thing. And why would so many restaurants do the heated thing when they could have indoor, right? So this is it. So call ahead, because some restaurants might be just closed, period, because of the new restrictions that have come into place regarding the indoor dining. They might just close off dining, period. You never know. So it's a good thing, something to experience and do with the family. What else? And Google it. Heated patios in Toronto. I think I'm gonna try that Aurora place. Maybe it's just the chairs, man. It's just the chairs. And have you ever stood by a heated lamp? I do Uber Eats on the side, and I went by what's it called? It's at Sherway Gardens. Cactus. Oh my goodness. It's a place that I said I want to try. It's not Cactus Lounge. It's a restaurant. Cactus something. Anyway, it's uppity. And they had a heated lamp outside, and I stood by that heated lamp. I did not want to move. That heated lamp felt so good, and it was cold outside, but that heated lamp felt so good. Have you guys ever stood by a heated lamp? or even sat by a heated lamp, that thing heat you up nice, man. Keep you nice and cozy and toasty, yo. Oh my goodness. When they have that thing up to its limit, and they may have 5 around you, oh my goodness. Forget indoor. You don't need to be indoor. You may even feel like you want to take off your coat, but don't. You catch cold, man. And in this time, you don't want to do that. You definitely don't want to do that. You're listening to SPRLIVEFM.com. It's your girl, Princess Playa, right here on Radical Riddimz, where we give you a taste of the Caribbean with a little bit of Afro beat. And you guys are a little bit quiet. Johnny Watts, what are you saying? I'm surprised you haven't heard about the New York Knicks player who cussed out a fan after hitting the winning basket. You know what? I heard something. I didn't look into it. I saw something in passing, but I'm like, it was a winning basket. Okay, so what? But you know, I'll look into it and maybe talk about it next week or something like that. But yeah, why would he curse out a fan for? Did the fan like make fun of him and then he kind of answered back with the game-winning basket? Some of these players need to like take several seats and just kind of calm down their hormones and their, you know, pride and their what do you call it? What do you call it? What do you call it? I don't know what to call it. Their egos. That's it. Their egos. Ugh. Anyway, let's get back into music. We're gonna hear a song I haven't played in a while, but it's a big tune. Abigail Kishel. Bless up, bless up, bless up. Bless up everybody for 2022. Bless up the new year. Yeah.
Yo, what a one. So them me go so DJ Abigail. Hello, what about it? Set out a road like a dirt road bike. It's a dry ride cause God on the side. It's Friday, about to be a lit night. Tell them we bless to bless. So them me go so DJ Abigail. Hello, what about it? Set out a road like a dirt road bike. It's a dry ride cause God on the side. It's Friday, about to be a lit night. Tell them we bless to bless, but man can't stop we now. Tell them we bless to bless, I don't know if can check the crowd. Because we bless to bless, but man can't stop we now. Tell them we bless to bless, and none of them can check the crowd. Feeling pleasant, playing eagle all day. Time like Jordan back in 98. That's the sound of blessings raining on me. Ella, hey. Still got haters hating on me. My bad mind still wishing death upon me. But everybody know me, I got victory. And he came to give me life more abundant. Living not stressed, cause me way too blessed. Me God on my side, God in my life. So everything is gonna be alright. Because we blessed to bless, but I can't stop we know. Tell them we blessed to bless, and none of them can take the crown. Because we blessed to bless, but I can't stop we know. Tell them we blessed to bless, and none of them can take the crown. So we bless up, yo, bless up, yo, bless up, yo, bless up, yo, bless up. We never stress out, we not stress out. Walk through the valleys of the shadows of death, I will fear no evil because I know that I'm blessed. Whether me walk through the fire, whether me walk through the flood, when me step in at the path of life fulfilled, so Father guide me to the green pastures, lead me to the still water. Me not afraid of the devil and him dirty always. Me too blessed with the cheers. So me blessing the city and blessing the field. Condemn every tongue where rise against me. No weapon that form will prosper against me. And the blessings that come from the Almighty. Tell them we bless to bless, and man can't stop we now. Tell them we bless to bless, and none of them can take the crown. Because we bless to bless, and man can't stop we now. Tell them we bless to bless, and none of them can take the crown. So we bless up, yo, bless up, yo, bless up, yo, bless up. We never stress out, we
Jesus is the new wave. Still drop. Lord, I give you all the glory, glory, and I give you all the honor, yeah, for everything that you do, yeah. I'm a praise your name, I'm a praise your name. Fire burning my heart too. Don't need no extinguisher, I'm flaming for you, Lord. This kind of favor without no labor, nah. You are my God, you are my everything. Lord, I give you all the glory, and I give you all the honor, yeah, for everything that you do, yeah. I'm praise your name, praise your name. You are my God and my owner. It's by your grace that I'm covered. Save gang to forever. Jehovah, you are my God and my owner. It's by your grace that I'm covered. Save gang to forever. Yeah. I'm feeling your fire burning my heart too. Don't need no extinguisher, I'm flaming for you, Lord. This kind of favor without no labor, nah. You are my God, you are my everything. Lord, I give you all the glory, and I give you all the honor, yeah, for everything that you do, yeah. Praise your name, honor, praise your name. Way back, didn't know my life would be so beautiful. Didn't know my life would be so beautiful with you. But every year, Jesus, you've been there for me. And you did burn my heart with everything that you do. The thing that you do, the thing that you do, the thing that you do, the thing that you do for me. The thing that you do, the thing that you do, the thing that you do, the thing that you do. Lord, I give you all the glory, and I give you all the honor, yeah, for everything that you do, yeah. I'm praise your name, I'm praise your name. Jesus is the way.
Dance like David, dance. Everybody join hands and hearts. We are gonna sing praises to the Lord God. Oh now, me want more of this. The old time church was known for this. The floor never tile when I worship time. We are dance and walla in a floor polish. Them time there, not a soul a miss. Carry in service, church a lit. Jesus wine out pour pan it, and everyone asking for a dose of it. But right now, I pay a phone addict. Everybody got up a try post a pic. They come a church later and just can't wait and a cry for the service over quick. But tonight we choose, we take off we shoes, but to move because we sell us sovereign. Boy, we say we sell us sovereign. Boy, and me say please excuse me in a the groove. So let me loose because me sell us sovereign. Boy, me say me sell us sovereign. Boy, I you not hear good news. He was bruised by the Greeks and Jews because we sell us sovereign. Boy, we say we sell us sovereign. Boy, and me say wait yet. Stick up in and no time fi go home yet. Heaven must respond so we seek diligently. With faith we believe. Miracles now we about to receive. Lord, we come cause we have a need. Lord, we bow down now at your feet. Lord, we call you the Prince of Peace. We need you Lord speak. Daylight break and we not sleep. Call the police cause we not leave. 24/7 we a call out Jesus' name. Believe me say we not cease. Tonight we choose, we take off we shoes. Us to move because we sell us over him. Boy, we say we sell us over him. Boy, I me say please excuse. We in a the groove, so let me loose because we sell us over him. Boy, we say we sell us over him. Boy, and you know hear good news. He was bruised for the Greeks and Jews because we sell us over him. Boy, we say we sell us over him. Boy, and me say wait it. Let praises rise. Everybody come now, raise him high. Jesus Christ is breaking chains that cannot be seen with the naked eyes. So we are go bind up tainted lies, and we are go increase faith in Christ, and we are go groove all night. And you can't go and criticize like David White. Tonight we choose, we take off we shoes. Us to move because we sell us over him. Boy, we say we sell us over him. Boy, and me say please excuse me in a the groove, so let me loose because me sell us over him. Boy, me sell us over him. Boy, and me say he was Jews, Gentiles, and me say Greeks and Jews because we sell us over him. Boy, we say we sell us over him. Boy, and me say wait. Me zealous, me zealous. Me zealous, me zealous. Oh yeah, me zealous, me zealous. We want more of Christ, yeah. Me say we zealous, we zealous. Oh yeah, we zealous, we zealous. We zealous, we zealous. We need more of Christ, oh yeah, yeah. We zealous, we zealous. Ha. We zealous, we zealous. Stick up in, we zealous, we zealous. Oh God. Tonight we choose, we take off we shoes. Bust to move, because we sell us over him. Boy, we say we sell us over him. Oh, and me say please excuse me in a the groove, so let me loose, because me sell us over him. Boy, we say me sell us over him. Boy, I you hear good news. He was bruised for the Greeks and Jews, because we sell us over him. Boy, we say we sell us over him. Boy,
GC Jerk Express, providing authentic Caribbean food at your service. We have a variety of tasty fish dishes, meat dishes, and vegan dishes. We have weekly specials, and we also provide catering services for your special events. GC Jerk Express is located at 6171 Conan Drive in Mississauga, near the Pearson Airport. You can also find us on Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Skip the Dishes. Pickup and delivery is available, so visit our website, gcjerkexpress.ca, and place your order today.
Hi, this is Pastor Tony Paul. I would like to invite you to partner with us here at SPR Live FM financially. We are not a government-supported station. All of our funding is listener-supported or through advertising. At this time, we do need your support as God leads you. You can contact SPR Live FM directly by emailing us at info@streamingpraiseradio.com or scroll down to the bottom of the homepage of our website. That's www.sprlivefm.com and click on the donate button and it will guide you through. May God bless you and thank you for your support.
You are listening to SPRLiveFM.com. This is Radical Riddimz giving you a taste of the Caribbean with a little bit of Afrobeat. Yes, we heard from LJ Purpose, Zealous. I have not played that in a while. I did not want that to go out of style and get played out. So I know that you appreciated that. Thank you, Sister Faye. I see you. You're saying that's your fave now. Okay. I know it's DJ Analyst fave, and he's not in today. In the chat, that is. And I know that is his fave, and I think that Claremont loves that song too. I like that song too, man. Especially when he says "stick up in." It reminds me of my mom. And speaking of my mom, giving a shout out to my mommy and my sister Nikki and my niece Ellie Belly, Alician, Ellie Belly, Ellie Belly, Ellie Belly. I know she's probably looking at the TV right now saying, what? And smiling probably. Shout out to you, Ellie Belly, Elysian, for watching and listening. Thank you for watching my show. And there was something I want to go back. Well, it's not really a big deal, but I'm going back to it. I think Sister Raquel, she said in the chat, I can't even, I can scroll up now. She said something, you have a New Year's sparkle on you. God bless. I received that. I was looking, I thought she actually meant I had sparkle on me. So I kept looking at myself. I'm like, is there something sparkling on me? But she says I have a New Year's sparkle, so I receive it. I'm sparkling, people. I'm sparkling in the 2022 year. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. You know me already. I act the fool sometimes. There was something I was gonna look up quickly. Claremont sent me something. It's a blurb that I don't think I'll read. It's about Sidney Poitier. Is it about Sidney Poitier? Well, it names 3 people. And it talks about how Sidney Poitier, Harry Belafonte, and Jackie Robinson used their personal financial resources and their status as celebrities to raise funds for the African Airlift Program that initially brought 81 Kenyan students to America for a college education. One of those students was Barack Obama Sr., who came to America to study economics at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. And the rest is history. So you know who that is. I don't have to go into no more right there. But Harry Belafonte is in his 90s. So is Jackie Robinson is still alive. Jackie Robinson, first Negro, black, I should say, baseball player in the major leagues. He is still alive as well. Let me just find out how old he is. I've been watching these older actually no, he's not. What am I talking about? It's not Jackie Robinson. You know who I'm thinking of? Willie Mays. Sorry, Jackie Robinson died 1972. It's Willie Mays. I was looking up the other day. I'm sure it's Willie Mays. Oh my God. I'm like, wait, watch it not be. Yeah, Willie Mays is 90. That's who I was looking up the other day. Yes, and I was surprised he was still alive. I was like, he's still alive, Willie Mays? That's a baseball player. But Harry Belafonte is still alive. He is in his 90s. Where is he at? What number is he at? He's 94. Same age, March 1st. He's a March baby. Yay, March babies. March 1st, March babies. Hold on. Let me see where Sidney Poitier was. I'm obsessed with fellow March babies, okay? Okay. That's just me. I share a birthday with, he was born February, so it's close. I share a birthday with Miss Diana Ross. That's who we have the same birthday. Yes, and Leonard Nimoy, but he's passed on. I share a birthday with them. But yes, Harry Belafonte is still alive, and it's good to look back at histories and see how they connect. So as you can see, Sidney Poitier, Harry Belafonte, Jackie Robinson all put their money together and their status together to raise funds for the African Airlift Program that brought 81 Kenyan students to America for college education, and one of them was Barack Obama Sr. Would Barack Obama exist if Sidney Poitier, Belafonte, and Robinson never put no money together and do this program? You see how the first black Academy Award winner and the first black president, you see how they connect? You see the connection? Wow. It's history, man. It's history. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it? Oh my goodness, guys. I only have 30 seconds left until the show is over. Have a blessed weekend, blessed week. Second week of the 2022. I can't believe time passed already. I didn't even realize I could chat enough, eh? But have a blessed week. And right after this is strictly Canadian, Toronto gospel music, Canada gospel music. Have a blessed day.
King up, down to the west.